Let's be honest, we all saw this news coming eventually. However, there was some maybe hope in my mind for the past few weeks that maybe Nier would not actually be put back on hiatus because, it's been going strong for multiple weeks, and then all of a sudden with, today's episode, it was revealed that it's going to be going back on hiatus / indefinite hiatus with no release date for the next episode yet announced. We don't know when necessarily it's going to return. And so let's get right into it. So basically, if you have not been following the story of what's been going on with Nier and various other series and anime from this anime season, it's not just a Nier problem, but it's basically anything that's kind of affiliated with Aniplex, to A1 Pictures, and a bunch of other studios as well. There's a lot of studios that have been putting a lot of anime on indefinite hiatus or delaying it by multiple weeks, etc. There's been an overall overwhelming amount of delays for this anime season. And it's very clear that because of that, it makes you wonder what's really going on. And every time that this problem happens to where there's an announcement from an official company, this is the official Nier Automata Anime, Twitter account, they always say and cite it to COVID. Basically, the reason why, the anime is delayed on indefinite hiatus, etc., is because of COVID-related reasons. Now, I've talked about this already multiple times, and the reason why this is, it's probably a bit of both of different things. For instance, it's probably COVID-related, but also just overall breakdown of production and not basically just managing everything properly at the helm because there's just too many projects that's being picked up and being churned out, so to speak. So, yeah. But let's get into it. What is necessarily going on here? Well, one big detail that needs to be pointed out is that basically a lot of these anime companies that are having issues and having these delays like to outsource their, animation to China. They like to have a lot of, freelancers from China, outsourcing, so to speak, to work on some of the anime that we see in, this day and age. And obviously, China's been going through a lot of issues with, COVID, etc., and other things behind the scenes, and because of that, it has led to this overwhelming amount of just production breakdown. And so, basically, there's fundamental issues on a lot of sides. It's a bit of COVID, but also a bit of mismanagement as well, I would say, behind the scenes. But, Nier Automata, once again, is going back on a indefinite hiatus. To kind of clarify, this individual, I've used their account multiple times, posting the stuff they've talked about. Basically, a little brief translation is that no return date has been decided yet. Basically, once again, indefinite hiatus. That means that, the next episode of Nier could theoretically come out, 2 weeks from now, could come out a month from now, or hypothetically not come out for another year from now. Who really knows? The point is that there has been a lot of issues with just the Nier project. It's production hell, so to speak. It has not been good, and I think anyone can clearly see that, because when anime is continuously put on break like this, it's not normal. It's not. And a lot of anime has been experiencing this, like I said, is not just a Nier problem, but it also raises a lot of questions about the future of certain anime that, for instance, A1 Pictures is working on. Because, to just, pop some stuff up here, we know they're working on Soul Leveling. Soul Leveling is coming, and obviously with Soul Leveling and all that, we know that it probably is having some issues behind the scenes as well. It's very likely. Obviously, there's no confirmation on this, but it's very likely Soul Leveling is having issues because it's by A1, it's basically by the same company as well as the producers, Aniplex. It all falls in line with the exact same issues that's currently plaguing Nier. And when you really think about that, it's okay, so Nier's obviously having problems. Other, anime that's yet to air is probably going to have problems as well. So this is probably just going to be a domino effect. I feel like, many are probably assuming that all these issues that we've experienced from the winter of anime 2023 would probably just stay in winter of anime 2023 with all these delays. But I feel like fundamentally, as we go throughout the year, we're going to probably see more and more production breakdowns of a lot of these different anime just getting basically delayed out of nowhere. So, yeah, I just want to talk about this. It's kind of sad because, today's Nier episode legit was great. I really love the Nier episode. The episodes have been awesome. I love the little details they've been adding, etc., with these little puppets and all that. There's great stuff. I've legitimately loved, the Nier anime. And the fact that, once again, it's getting put on a hiatus is actually really, really freaking sad. I've talked about it multiple times. I love Nier as a game. It's basically one of my favorite games of all time. And the fact that the anime is just having so many issues, it sucks because it really makes a lot of people that wants to watch the series really just not want to watch it. Because it's like when you're constantly having back-to-back delays and hiatuses, people are just going to forget about it. That's the truth. It's like, look, when the next season rolls around, like Oshinoko comes out, so to speak, people are not going to think about, Nier anymore. They're going to be like, I'll move on to the next anime. And then Nier eventually will have its last episodes come out, and people will be like, don't care anymore, because, it's already been so long, and they've already forgotten probably what's going on, and that's about it. And it's just, like I said, it's overall just sad. The overall state of Nier right now is sad, and a lot of these other anime as well. But, yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I wanted to talk about this because obviously some of you might be unaware of it. But, yeah, Nier right now, the anime, is indefinitely delayed. So, as more information comes out, I will update all of you and let you know in the future, but that will be that for now. Thank you so much for watching. May you all have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. It does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more of my content to appear in your YouTube subscription feed. And, Chibi out.